if someone was abused or neglected during their childhood years, they may find that even though they're an adult, they have a strong need for their experiences to be validated by the person or people who abused them or neglected them. And as they are an adult, it might seem strange as to why they have this need, because it's in the past and what happened is over. But clearly this need will be there. And this need can be coming from their child self, the part of them that lives within them. So it might be many years since they were a child, but the child they once were will now live inside them, and this part of them will want the validation, will want the person or people to say, I'm sorry, I apologise, it wasn't your fault, it was actually me. So you're not bad, you're not worthless. The reason you were treated the way you were is because of my own issues, or because of this, because of that. But it has nothing to do with you. However, while someone can have this need, they can have a parent or parents or whoever it was who simply is in denial. So they can say that nothing happened, or if they can acknowledge what took place, they can say it wasn't that bad, or even it was for their own good. So it's then not going to be possible for them to receive validation from these people. And this doesn't mean that someone has to stay stuck in this place, because if the person or people can't acknowledge how they behaved, then it's going to be a complete waste of time to try and get any kind of validation from them. To have this desire can just cause someone to stay stuck and to prolong their pain. And based on what they've experienced already, and on how they feel right now, the last thing they will want is for this to continue. And one thing that they can do to move beyond this is to find a therapist or a healer, someone who understands what they've gone through and who can give them validation that they deserve, so they can finally realise and begin to let go of what took place. And another way this can take place is through something called Gestalt therapy. So someone can imagine the person who mistreated them is sat on a chair in front of them, and on another chair they can imagine it's their inner child or another part of them, and they can go in and sit in these different chairs, and this will allow them to say what they need to say, and for the person who harmed them to say things to the person they harmed as well. So even though it can't take place in reality, they can still receive the feedback they need to move forward. And this is something that Alice Miller described as a silent witness. Someone who can be there with empathy and compassion, so the person who was harmed can move forward. So if you can relate to what I've said, and you are unable to get the validation that you deserve, then please find someone who can be there for you, because you don't deserve to experience life in this way forever, and what happened wasn't your fault. So please reach out for the assistance that you need to move forward.